What's up everyone? Today we're covering the best proxies for government data scraping. What's up everyone? Tawais have some of the most valuable data on the internet. From procurement records and budget allocations to regulatory filings and public contracts, this information drives business decisions worth billions of dollars every year. Extracting this data at scale requires the right proxy infrastructure to maintain reliable, uninterrupted access. Barat Rifling tail with Lida BTL Bakov Padwang Pada individual internet. Portal Betul Vital C. They were built with human visitors in mind, and they employ a range of protections that can disrupt scraping operations. WhatsApp rate limiting is one of the most common obstacles. When a single IP address sends too many requests in a short time frame, the server may temporarily or permanently block that address. This is especially common on high-traffic portals like procurement databases, court record systems, and regulatory filing repositories. Many government data portals also restrict access based on geographic location. A tender portal in Singapore may prioritize or exclusively serve traffic from Southeast Asian IP addresses. Regulatory databases in Indonesia or the Philippines may throttle international traffic or serve different content based on where the visitor is located. Modern government websites increasingly use session-based authentication, captcha challenges, and browser fingerprinting to detect automated access. These mechanisms require sophisticated proxy rotation strategies that go beyond simple IP switching. Not all proxies are equal when it comes to government data scraping. The choice of proxy type directly impacts reliability, speed, and success rate. Residential proxies route traffic through real IP addresses assigned by internet service providers to home users. They are the gold standard for government data scraping because they appear as legitimate user traffic. They deliver the lowest block rates on government portals, access to geo-restricted content, and natural traffic patterns that avoid detection. They are best suited for high-value scraping operations on heavily protected portals, accessing geo-restricted procurement databases, and long-running monitoring tasks. Mobile proxies use IP addresses from mobile carriers, which are shared among many legitimate users. Government websites are extremely reluctant to block mobile IPs because doing so would affect thousands of real users. Mobile proxies carry the highest trust level among proxy types, naturally rotate IP addresses, and are virtually impossible to block at the IP level. They are best for scraping heavily protected government portals, portals with aggressive anti-bot measures, and maintaining persistent connections to critical data sources. Data Research Tools provides mobile proxy infrastructure specifically optimized for Southeast Asian government portals, with carrier-level IPs across Singapore, Indonesia, the Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam. What? Data center proxies originate from cloud hosting providers and data centers. While they offer speed and cost advantages, they are more easily detected by sophisticated anti-bot systems. They deliver the fastest connection speeds, are the most affordable option, and give access to large IP pools. They are best for scraping open data APIs, accessing government websites with minimal protection, and high-volume collection from less restrictive portals. When evaluating proxy providers for government data scraping, geographic coverage matters most. If you are scraping Southeast Asian government portals, you need proxies with genuine IP addresses from those countries. A provider claiming global coverage but offering only a handful of IPs in your target region will deliver poor results. Data Research Tools maintains dedicated proxy pools across all major ASEAN countries. Different government portals also require different rotation strategies. Some portals are best scraped with sticky sessions that maintain the same IP for extended periods, while others require rapid rotation. Look for providers that offer time-based rotation, request-based rotation, sticky sessions, and smart rotation that automatically adjusts based on target website behavior. Government data scraping often involves monitoring multiple portals simultaneously, so your proxy provider should support sufficient concurrent connections to handle your full monitoring scope without performance degradation. Uptime is equally critical. Government procurement opportunities have deadlines and regulatory changes take effect on specific dates. If your proxy infrastructure goes down at a critical moment, you lose access to time-sensitive intelligence. Prioritize providers with documented uptime guarantees and redundant infrastructure. Even with proxies, aggressive scraping can overload government servers and attract unwanted attention. Add delays between requests of at least 2 to 5 seconds. Respect robots. Avoid scraping during peak hours when government staff rely on these systems, and set reasonable concurrency limits. Government websites are often less reliable than commercial platforms, so expect timeouts, server errors, and temporary outages. Build robust error handling and retry logic into your scraping pipeline. Government websites may also track user agent strings alongside IP addresses. Rotate user agents in coordination with your proxy rotation to present a more natural traffic profile. Government data scraping can raise legal questions depending on your jurisdiction and the specific data involved. Always store raw responses alongside parsed data to maintain an audit trail. Document your scraping methodology and ensure compliance with relevant data protection regulations. While a production-grade government data scraping pipeline requires more than just proxies. A recommended architecture includes a scheduler that manages scraping frequency for each target portal, a proxy manager that handles proxy selection, rotation, and health monitoring, a scraper engine that executes requests and pauses responses, a data store for raw and processed data, and an alert system that notifies stakeholders of new tenders, policy changes, or data updates. Data research tools integrates into this architecture as the proxy management layer that keeps scrapers running reliably across dozens of government portals simultaneously. Some government portals deploy CAPTCHAs after detecting unusual traffic patterns. Mobile proxies from data research tools significantly reduce CAPTCHA encounter rates because mobile IPs carry high trust scores. When CAPTCHAs do appear, integrating a CAPTCHA solving service as a fallback helps. Many modern government portals use JavaScript-heavy frameworks that load data dynamically. Pair your proxy infrastructure with a headless browser solution like Puppeteer or Playwright to render JavaScript content before extraction. Government portals across different countries also use different formats, languages, and data structures. Build flexible parsers that can adapt to format changes and implement monitoring to detect when a portal updates its layout. Government data is generally considered public information, but the methods used to access it may be subject to computer access laws in various jurisdictions. Consult legal counsel regarding terms of service compliance for specific portals, data protection regulations such as PDPA in Singapore and UUPDP in Indonesia, cross-border data transfer requirements, and acceptable use policies. What's a practice vertical design for government data intelligence operations? Our Southeast Asian mobile proxy network provides dedicated IP pools for government portal access, automatic rotation optimized for procurement databases, and API access for seamless integration with your existing tools. Whether you are tracking government tenders, monitoring regulatory changes, or building a comprehensive procurement intelligence platform, the right proxy infrastructure is the foundation of reliable data collection. Start with a focused approach, test thoroughly, and scale your operations as you validate your data pipeline. Government data scraping is about building sustainable, reliable access to the information that drives better business decisions. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.